So guys, we will start today in reading class asking, right? Or sharing what you wrote in the sentence. Because remember that you have a word, right? That you have to repeat the vocabulary 4 times each word, right? And after that, you have to write a sentence for each word, right? So I'm gonna start with the first word of the vocabulary, right? Could you please, Bayron, tell me which is the first word of the vocabulary? Continue then. So, which was the first word in the vocabulary? Angeles?
Benefit.
Benefit, right? So, Angeles, could you please share what you wrote about benefit?
The field trip was of great benefit to the students.
Good, excellent. Good job.
Mister, I want.
Glynis?
I want,
Glynis?
Mister.
Glynis? Could you please share word number
I
2?
didn't do it.
You didn't do your homework?
Maybe, okay. Maybe I don't. I was doing the homework of math and of reading, but I tardar to do of the math because I do it late.
You have to do your homeworks, Glenny.
I want, Mister. May I do the other one,
Gustavo,
please?
number 2.
A pattern that I do all the days is do
Okay, Gustavo.
what I say.
Listen, Gustavo. Which is the second word of the vocabulary?
Pattern,
Which one?
pattern.
Okay, so tell me.
Yo lo tengo de diferente forma el vocabulario. Yo también, Mister. Yo también, Mister.
Okay, what you
No lo
have to
tengo en orden. It's journey. It's the journeys.
come on, guys. You know that the journey vocabulary is not the same as the reading class, right? Because that vocabulary, I showed this vocabulary yesterday. So it means that you didn't work as well, right? So for tomorrow, guys, please finish this task. You have it in the presentation, the words that we have to discuss, right? Yes, we have in the. I'm gonna show you which is the vocabulary, and I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to write the vocabulary, right? So everybody writing the vocabulary. Hurry up. Okay, this is the vocabulary from the reading. So everybody, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to write all these words. Hurry up. Tell me, Miguel Ávila.
Mister, yo todas esas las tengo, pero solo de coordenadas diferentemente.
Okay, so now let's continue then. So tell me which sentence you wrote with the word previously.
Me, Mister.
Yeah, yes, you.
Wait,
With the word previously.
I'm looking for the sentence.
Okay, hurry up.
Previously, the child was under the protection of her mother.
Okay, good. Okay, the last one. Let's listen to Andrea Larissa, please. Read what you wrote about advantages. Andrea Larissa. Where is Andrea Larissa? Aquí arriba. Hey, Andrea.
People who study have advantages in exam.
Okay, good. So, for the rest of the class, if you didn't finish, please finish. Tomorrow I will be asking as well, right? So now, today, guys, I need you to pay attention. I need you to pay attention to these things, right? Because today we will discuss about, right, what we will find in this reading, right? And then we have the gender, right, of this week. And as you can read, it is narrative nonfiction, right? What do you think is nonfiction? Do you have an idea about nonfiction? Do you have an idea, guys? Glynis, do you have an idea about what is nonfiction? No? Kenneth, do you have an idea about nonfiction? Kenneth? No? Christian, do you have an idea about nonfiction?
Mister, I have an idea.
Okay, tell me, Miguel.
That we use real events of people.
Okay, there are real events of people. That is something that happened, right? When we have something to tell about us, right? So that's why we have here some facts, right, about nonfiction. And the first fact we have is we tell a story, right? That is what Miguel Avila just mentioned, right? That is something that happened to us, right? And it says when we tell a story, right? And then the second fact about the narrative nonfiction is that we include real people, real places, and events that actually happen. What we mean with this, that is something that happened to us, right? Real people, real places, and the events that happened to us, right? That we're through, right? And then we have the author purpose. And what we have? Entertain, right? Do you remember that we have different author purpose, right? But in this case, we have entertain. And then what we have, there is a problem and a solution. As in every story, we have a problem, but after that, we have a solution of that problem. And then we have the events are displayed in chronological order, right? What we mean with this, that we have to specify first what happened first, what happened second, and then third, right? Fourth, and then all the events must be in order as they happened in the past, right? And the last fact we have is the past tense is used throughout the whole story, right? And why do you think that the past tense is used in these stories? What do you think we use past tense? Gabriela?
Because also happened.
Gabriela, why do you think we use past tense in this story, in this kind of stories?
To tell that something happened in the past.
Yes, of course, because remember that you are telling, right, something that happened in the past, right? That's why you have to use past tense, right? So let's continue then. Now, the target skill for this week is facts and opinion. Do you know what is a fact and do you know what is an opinion? Bela, do you know what is a fact? Tell me, Bela, what is a fact? Wait. Tell me, Vera, what is a fact?
Is something that is, how do you say, all opinion. It's talking about the person.
Okay, when we say fact, a fact.
Yes.
Hey, wait. Miguel Avila, would you please turn off your microphone? Okay, when we're talking about facts, guys, We're talking about a true statement. That is something that is true, right? Right? Like for example, a fact, it could be that you are in 5th grade right now. Are you in 5th grade right now? Yes, you
Yes.
are, right? That is a fact. So fact, it is a true statement. Some fact never change, but some fact can change, right? And then we have a fact. Then we have an example of a fact that can change. Like for example, this food is hot. At the moment, the food is hot, right? So it means that it's a fact. But a few minutes later, the food will be cold, right?
Cold.
So that is a
Yes.
fact as well, but this fact can change.
Change.
Like for example, I can say the glass of water is full, right? Probably the glass of water is full, but what will happen later? Probably will be empty, right?
Empty.
So let's continue then. Now you understand what is a fact? Yes, okay. And then an opinion. What is an opinion? An opinion is a statement that tells what someone thinks. Opinion can also change, right? Because our opinion also can change. So the difference
For
between
example,
fact,
like, I think my opinion is that we can play football.
yes, it would be an opinion, but okay. So the difference between these two, that is a fact is something that is true, and an opinion is something that you think, right? Yes. Then also the opinions can change because you know that our opinion can change every time, right? So let's continue. So now you have to identify here if it is a fact or an opinion, right? French fries taste better with ketchup. Do you think that is a fact or an opinion?
Opinion.
That is an opinion, guys, because not everyone thinks the same, right?
Yes.
Yes. And that is
Yes.
something that probably a person think, right? But not all the people think the same. Yes. Like for example, in my case, I'm talking to me, right? French fries taste better with ketchup. I don't like the ketchup, bro, so I prefer to eat the French fry just like this, right? That's why that is an opinion. Right? Let's continue then. Correct. The statement is an opinion. It tells what someone thinks, right? That's why I was telling you, right? So let's continue. Could you please, Caleb, read what we have here? Caleb? Could you please, Caleb, read this exercise? Stop, Caleb. Wait, okay.
Maple, oak, and pine are types of trees.
Okay, maple and?
Maple, oak, and
Okay, so do you think that this is a fact or an opinion?
Fact.
a fact.
There is a fact, guys. Yes, you're great because we have these two different kind of pins, right? Let's go.
It's three, Mister.
Oh, three, sorry. Okay, now we have an exercise that is online, right? So I don't know if you can see can you see or not?
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask to Andrea Montserrat. Andrea Montserrat, please read what you have in the square that you have there. This one.
Where?
This one. Sunday.
I don't see it.
What it says Sunday. Sunday is the best day of the week. Okay, listen, guys, can you see my board or not? ¿Pueden ver
No.
mi pantalla? No? Okay. I'm gonna share again. Wait. What about now? Can you see now? No?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'm Andrea Monserrat, are you here yet or not?
Sunday is the best day of the week.
So do you think that is a fact or an opinion?
Our opinion.
An opinion, right? Because for someone else can be a Saturday, right? Or another day, right?
Yes.
So that is an opinion. Good. Good job. So now let's listen to Andrea Larissa. Okay, Andrea Larissa. Okay, Andrea Larissa.
George Washington was born in February.
George Washington was born in February.
Okay. Do you think that is a fact or an opinion?
I think that is a fact.
Do you think that is a fact? Right? It could be that it's a
Yes.
fact because probably you don't know where or when she was born, right? But let's see. Yes, it is a fact, right? Of course, good. Glenis. Now let's listen to Glenis. And then the rest, please turn off your mic.
Memorial Day is the most important holiday of the year.
Do you think that is a fact or an opinion? It is the most important holiday of the year. Do you think that is a fact or an opinion?
I think that is an opinion.
Let's see. Yes, it is, right? Because you know that everyone thinks different, right? So let's listen now to Khaled. Kenneth. No, Kenneth, sorry. Kenneth?
Thanksgiving is celebrated in autumn.
Okay, Thanksgiving is celebrated in autumn. This is fact or an opinion? Kenneth?
Fact.
Yes,
It's a fact.
good job. Okay, now let's listen to Carlos Trujillo. Carlos Trujillo. Could you please read and then share if you have a fact or an opinion here?
Yes, mister.
Could you please read and then tell me if it is a fact or an opinion?
¿Bistec? ¿Carne para bistec? ¿Ah?
Yes, God. Some families,
Y no se le puede poner al andador o algo. ¿Me puede dejar así?
Mister. His opinion.
do you think that is an opinion?
Yes.
Porque me imagino que,
That's a fact.
Ah.
Yes,
me imagino si se pide la mejor carne.
in Thanksgiving, what people used to eat turkey, right? So now we will stop here. Let's listen to Christian Mengíbar, the last one. Christian Mengíbar, could you please read the last one? The last example, please. Where is Christian? Okay. Okay, Christian, could you please read the last one?
Watching fireworks on 4th of July is lots of fun.
You think that is true or there is
I think that is an opinion.
good job, Christian. That is an opinion. So we will stop here, guys, because we have to continue, right, with the class, right, with the presentation. And let's see what we have to do now, right?
Mister.
Now, for this day, we have to read, right, just 2 pages, right? 2 pages. Yes. So I want you go to page 360 and 300. Okay, let's go everybody to go 360, please, on your books. 360. Yes, are you there? 360. Yes. So we will start, guys. We'll start reading, guys. Tell me, Angela.
What happened, mister? Usted me quitó el silenciado.
Yes, but I need to listen to you now because we have to read.
Mr. Find the page.
Página 360, everyone, everybody. Right? So, we will start the reading. Yes. We will start the reading for this week. And we will do, right, the same, right? We will have someone reading, and after that, that person, right? The rest of the class will be reading the read. We will follow the reading in order to continue reading. Miguel Avila, tell me. Miguel Avila, tell me. Yes, you may, you may. Yes, you are able to turn off your microphone.
No, mister, le pregunto que si puedo leer.
Yes, you may, you will start reading, right? So now let's listen to Miguel Avila, right? And after that, everybody must be reading follow the reading, right? And I will ask for the next participant, right? So it means that you must be paying attention. Yes? So, Miguel Avila.
Before the American Revolution, most people who had come from England to settle in North America were English subjects loyal to King George III. However, some of these colonies did not like that the king made them pay money called taxes to the English government. They did not like that they had no say in the decision made by the English government. This was the beginning of a disagreement that led to the American Revolution.
Stop there. Continue reading, please, Christian.
When George came to the throne, the government was costing a great deal. England had been fighting a long and expensive war. And when it was over, the question was how to pay bills. Finally, a government official suggested that one way to raise money was to tax Americans.
Okay, let's continue with Miguel Alejandro. Continue, please.
What a good idea, King Herod said. After all, the French and Indian part of the war have been fought of American soil for the benefit of Americans, so why should they help pay for it? The fact that America had also spent money and lost men in the war isn't important, nor did the fact that Americans had always managed their own money up to the north. They were English subjects. When they did English subjects, then have to obey the English government.
Stop
So
there, stop there. Stop there.
1,665
Stop there, Miguel.
165 that
Miguel, ¿qué paredes?
on certain printed in
Miguel, ya.
Miguel, stop, Miguel, stop.
Yeah.
Stop, Miguel. So let's continue with Gleanies. You are in print. I got lost, guys. I got lost.
Sí, mister, yo ya también me perdí porque seguimos. Ay,
Sí, mister, yo también me perdí, ya no sé por dónde vamos.
Yo
No,
no,
mister.
yo no,
Yo no, mister.
póngame a mí. Póngame a
Vamos por la
mí.
361.
Okay, you want
Póngame a
it?
mí.
Okay, no, we will read again because everybody got lost. Right? So we will start
Me
again.
no.
Miguel. Miguel, let's listen to Miguel again. Miguel Ávila, start again.
Before the American Revolution, most people who had come from England to settle in North America were English subjects loyal to King George III. However, some of these colonies did not like the king, made them pay money called taxes to the English government.
Stop there.
They did.
Stop. Okay, Glynis, continue.
They did.
They did not like that they had no say in the decision made by the English government. This was the beginning of a disagreement that led to the American Revolution.
Okay, continue.
When George came to the throne, the government was costing a great deal. I continue.
Yes, continue.
England had been fighting a long and expensive war, and when it was over, the question was how to pay bills. Finally, a government official suggested that one way to raise money was to tax Americans.
Okay, Caleb, continue, please.
What a good idea, King George said. After all, the French and Indian part of the war had been fought in American soil for the benefit of Americans. So why shouldn't they help pay for it? The fact that Americans had also spent and lost men in the war didn't seem important.
Stop there. Sebastian, could you please continue? Sebastian?
Ay,
Okay.
perdón, mister, es que se me silenció ahí.
No worries. Continue with the reading, please.
Okay. Important. Now did the fact that Americans had always managed their no money up to now, they were English subjects.
Okay. Continue.
Weren't they didn't English subjects had to obey the English government.
Oh, finish.
So,
Continue until finish.
so in
1765, sorry.
1765, a stamp tax was raised on certain printed items in America.
Okay.
Mister, want to read?
So I want you to tell me what was happening in this moment. What was happening? So far, what was happening in the story?
That the Americans spent is lost.
So what was that the King George was planning with the Americans people?
Yes.
What they were planning? What they were planning, Leticia? What they were planning?
To tax Americans.
The taxes, right? To pay taxes in America, right? So,
And their benefits of the people.
yes, it gets benefits, right? So, do you think that that is a
taxes?
good? But what happened? They were in the middle of a war or not? They were be fighting, right? They were fighting, right? So, we will stop here, guys, because it is time, right? And you have to read page 351. Yes? And tomorrow we continue with the class. So you have to finish 361 and tomorrow we will start discussing this page and then.
Espera, que me lo voy a comentar.
So I'm gonna see you
¿A
at
qué hora nos volvemos a conectar?
Tuesday.
Que te escucha bien fuerte.